name is Carrie Settles-Livers, and I am a STEMpreneurship teacher here at Brookwood High School in Snellville. Behind me here, I have a almost commercial farm indoors. And can you just imagine what your school life would have been like if you had a chance to come to school every day and interact in a lab setting like this? My students get to do that. First of all, I just want to introduce it to you a little bit. Well, we have these deep water beds, 2 different systems, and they are 15 by 4 feet each. So with those 2 systems alone, if you look at 180 school days, we have the capacity to output 6,000 pounds of food. And that would feed about 1,500 people. Not only do we have the deep water beds where we're cultivating food, we also have the trays above. The channels are NFT, and this actually has a capacity to put out about 600 pounds of food, and this is actually what is their money maker. My mission is to empower my students to want to change the world. Well, in Georgia alone, about 13 million children who are underfed. A lot of those students are also in Gwinnett County. Gwinnett County has one of the highest rates in the state of Georgia. They're 3rd. Really, if you think about it, sitting in my classroom every day, to put it in a perspective, I have at least 6 of my babies in here who are hungry. And I may not know it, but they might be that student in your class who's a little bit sluggish. So what I really want to do, and my challenge to my students, is to use environmental science, to use that and an applied science technique, teach them about some of the importance of the nitrogen cycle, teach them how to give back to the people in their community who need it the most. And to be quite honest, even though you might want to do that, that sounds great, you have to have money in order to be able to donate money. So I also am going to incorporate entrepreneurship mindset in my class. Our class business, Brookwood Aquaponics, teaches the engineering and design process through sustainable agriculture. We teach the entrepreneurship mindset through creating our social enterprise, and we teach service learning and giving back to our community. So our students are learning that one of the grand engineering challenges for the 21st century that they're facing is how to manage the nitrogen cycle. So what is awesome and unique about our lab is that we do not use any inorganic fertilizers at all. We use the ammonia from the waste from our fish, and that breaks down from ammonia to nitrites down to nitrates, and that is actually organic fertilizer for our produce. Also, they're learning how to basically solve some design challenges. I'll give them a challenge. For example, this is a vertical tower made out of a gutter from Home Depot, and their job is to figure out how to maximize the space that we have in here to produce more food. So they're learning that these systems actually also use 90% less water than traditional agriculture does, and they're also understanding the importance that we are losing arable land. I'm also helping my students become global citizens as they have become more active and through service learning. We have taken and bagged our produce and actually dropped it off at the food co-ops, and we've hosted our elementary school students over here in our classroom. We have worked at International Club Festival, helping to bring cultural awareness. We set up at our school's Maker Fair to allow young students to come and create their own little pots and understand what the importance of aquaponics really is. We're also creating a social enterprise, and they had to learn the entrepreneurship mindset and growth mindset. And half of it's being donated. The other half, they're actually selling and coming up with the price points and pitching and cold calling and doing some PR work. But they also had to come up with a design that they incorporated using our lab. And so these are some of the products, and what's amazing is they had to come up with their logos. We work with the graphic arts department. This is the logo that came up for the actual class itself. And it was just really proud of them, watching them pitch their product to the class. And we have the perfect idea how to make this all come to fruition. We are partnering with Aquaponics, and they have designed a 4x4 system that will work in any school building. They also provide staff development, because not many teachers are very comfortable implementing something like this magnitude in their classroom. But we're also partnering with Mercer University and their STEM department, and they also are going to provide staff development. And then I have 3 amazing young people who really want to save the world, and they also want to help make this scaling opportunity a reality.
My name is Ryan Cox. I'm the CEO and founder of Aquaponics. My personal mission on the planet is to feed 20 million people by 2020, and I'm proud to have Brookwood High School as part of that endeavor as we satisfy global hunger and fight food insecurity across the globe. Thank you, Brookwood High School, for everything.
Greetings, I'm Dr. Justin Ballinger, Professor of STEM Education here at the Mercer University in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm excited about our partnership with Brookwood High School to promote international STEM learning and to promote service learning in the metro Atlanta area. Go Broncos!
Hi, I'm Michael Hoff.
Hi, I'm Ellie Shatter.
And I am Will Skillen, and we are part of the inaugural Aquaponics class here at Brookwood High School.
We were so impacted by this class this year that we decided to take it a step further into the next year and all apply as interns so that we can work in the lab.
We're also excited to host kids from the elementary schools around us to show them our lab.
We hope to help scale this new technology into all of our cluster schools.